everybody at home. Hello, everybody here. How are we today? Hi, 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 hi. Alira is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so today is Monday, July 26th, and we are in week 4. We only have one more week after this week. You're excited about that? I am cheering here. What do you mean, yay? August. What's happening in August?
Vacations.
Oh, vacations. That's why we're excited. Okay, well, I hear you there because my vacation has to wait until summer reading is over as well. So I'm excited to go on vacation. Hey, did anyone see Flatness Summer? Putting together a fish tank in the Facebook group. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like this, pointing at the little guy that was in there. I don't know what that was. Some kind of salamander. Is a gecko? Was that you? Oh! It was Jack. He's right here. I thought that was pretty cool. I love that. So, take some more pictures. Alira says yes to something. I'm not sure. Oh, that you saw the picture. Okay. I was running a little behind schedule this morning, so I do not have information on the top reader last week or the team that's in the lead. Hey, Liam's here. Sorry, Mom. You're booted. Have a seat right there. We just got started. Everyone's running late today. It's Monday. I got a case of the Mondays. So does a lot of people. So I don't have information for the top reader. I don't have information on the team that's in the lead, but I'm going to post that to the group and to the website this afternoon. So, my emails are coming through. So stay tuned for that. Please comment on the video if you are watching the replay so that I could take attendance. If you haven't logged your minutes yet, it's not too late. They will be posted in the group. They are on the Facebook, YouTube channel, and they are on our website. So lots of places to get them. Okay, so this week is all about the wild. You could call it Jungle Week, Zoo Week, Wild Week, Safari Week, whatever you want to call it. What kind of animals are we talking about? Bears? Okay, I mean, you will find bears in the zoo.
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles, good.
Leopards.
Leopards, so I'm wearing my dress.
That's what I was gonna say.
What else? Come on, there's lots. There's lots. Think of the jungle. What?
Monkeys.
Monkeys.
Ocelots.
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 Ocelots. Okay.
Wolf.
Wolf. That was we said that last week with the forest. Lions. Alira says lions. And tigers.
I was gonna say. Cheetahs.
Cheetahs. What else?
Oh, coyotes.
Giraffes. Coyotes. Forest. More like forest.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. Okay. How about my favorite?
Elephants.
Elephants. Yes. So lots of different animals. Here's another one that we didn't say. Gorillas.
Oh.
The one and only Ivan. Did anybody read this book? I love this book, and then they made a movie out of it, which I have not watched the movie. I don't read books that made me cry. This book made me cry. It tricked me. I read this out loud to my kids. We loved it. Ivan is a very easygoing gorilla living at the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. He has grown accustomed to humans watching him through the glass walls of his domain. He rarely misses his life in the jungle. In fact, he hardly ever thinks about it at all. Instead, Ivan thinks about TV shows he's seen and about his friend Stella, an elderly elephant, and Bob, a stray dog. But mostly Ivan thinks about art and how to capture the taste of a mango or the sound of leaves with color and a well-placed line. Then he meets Ruby, a baby elephant taken from her family, and she makes Ivan see their home and his own art through new eyes. When Ruby arrives, changes come with her, and it's up to Ivan to make it a change for the better. So he lives in a mall zoo, basically, not in the wild. Here where the sunbeams are green. Anybody read this book? Okay, this book is about Mad's dad, is the bird guy. He'll go anywhere to study birds. So when he's offered a bird tracking job in Central America, his bags are packed and he's jungle bound. But going bird tracking in the jungle and disappearing completely are very different things. And when the very strange and incredibly creepy letter arrives, Mad can't shake the terrible feeling that her father is in trouble. Mad's younger sister Rue is convinced that the letter is a coded message, and their mom is worried because the letter doesn't sound like Dad at all. But Mad is sure it's a sign of something sinister. The only way to get to the bottom of it is to go to Lava Bird Volcano and find their dad themselves, though Mad never could have imagined what she's about to discover. Dun, dun, dun! I wonder what's going to happen. If you like the I Survive series, you might like this series as well. This is Survivor Diaries Lost, and this is Lost in the Jungle. Stay calm, stay smart, survive. And they also have a game online to ask do you have what it takes to survive. You can play the game online. There's also a book for overboard in the ocean, an avalanche, and surviving a dust storm. Erie Elementary for beginner readers like 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. These are Branches books from Scholastic. They are early readers, so they're full of pictures and have bigger text. And this is about they go to school and they're surprised that the woods behind their school come to life, and soon friends are trapped in a wild maze and the jungle gym is out to get them. Katie Kazoo Switcheroo. Can one little wish mess up the life of a nice, ordinary kid? Sure can. It's Halloween, but the toy bats hanging in Katie's classroom aren't decoration. They're for a special unit on animals that are active at night. What's that called?
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal. But when the entire 4th grade goes to the zoo, Katie learns more about nocturnal animals than she ever wanted to know, thanks to one batty switcheroo. It begins on a day when nothing goes right, the kind of day when you wish you could, poof, like magic, be anybody but yourself. Poor Katie soon learns that that's when the real trouble starts, because guess what happens? She turns into a bat at the zoo. Science comics, cats, all kinds of cats, not just wild cats. And we've got science comics on a whole bunch of different topics. So if you like graphic novels and you like learning about different things, you will like this series. All kinds of cats, like Twilight at Tigers. If you know Magic Treehouse, they also have A Perfect Time for Pandas. Nobody said panda bears. A Crazy Day with Cobras. Nobody said snakes. There are lots of animals that we didn't talk about. But today, I'm glad that somebody said, I think it was Liam, you said alligators, right? We're going to talk about the difference between alligators and crocodiles. Does anybody know the difference? Okay, good. Hang on to your differences because we are going to, I'm going to show you my little paper here. We are going to compare and contrast the difference between alligators and crocodiles. We're going to do this together, and then we're going to do a craft. So I have a couple pictures for us to study, and then we'll talk about what the differences are. And then you can decide the craft that we make. Is it an alligator or is it a crocodile? And one more reminder I want to give to you for next week. Everyone in your kit, I don't know if you've looked ahead to your kits, but for our last week, we're going out with a bang. We're making slime. But aside from that, you have 2 gummy bears in your kit. They're probably different colors. Everyone's got different colors. They're not for you to eat. One of them is for you to soak in water. Okay, so get up in the morning on Monday, put your gummy bear in like a big dish, cover it with water, let it soak for like 3 hours, and then bring it to class with you or have it ready at home, and we're gonna look and see what the difference is between the plain old gummy bear and the one that's been soaking. And then you'll find out why we're soaking gummy bears in week 5. Okay, so let me point the camera down here, and then we will get started on our compare and contrast. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I gotta do this one. And now my camera is crooked. There we go. As always, all of these books that I talk about are going to be on display before you come into the children's room. So if there's anything you are interested in checking out, that's where they will be located. Also, let's see, can I show you this? I'm just gonna move the whole, see that on the door right there? That's our mosaic from Farm Week. I'm missing a lot of pieces. There's 25 of you out there, and I got 7 back. So
18 more.
18 more, Steven says. Good job. I'm not doing math today. Some of you need to return your pieces so we can put it all together and see what picture it makes. Also, I have not gotten any dog toys back from week 1, Pet Week. All right, here's our pictures. I'm gonna hold them up close to the camera too so you can see them. All right, let's see, where's a good place for this one to go? My tripod's in the way. There we go. Okay, so we have those, right? And now I am going to write on this. We're going to compare and contrast alligators and crocodiles. To be honest, I think I've been messing them up my whole life. After I was looking at this, I think that I was confusing the two. So, okay, some people had their hands up. Alira, if you know any differences, you can enter them in. Tell me something you know the differences between alligators and crocodiles. Go ahead.
A crocodile has a fatter snout than an alligator.
Okay, so we're gonna start there with the snout. I'm gonna put the snout over here. And so alligator has fatter, you said, or did you say crocodile?
Crocodile has a fatter snout.
Crocodile has a fatter snout. It's the opposite. See? You're doing the same thing that I was doing. The crocodile has the more narrow V-shaped snout. So this is alligator, this is crocodile. Crocodile, we're gonna say V-shaped. And then the alligator is U-shaped. I always thought that the crocodile was U-shaped because I think in my head, I picture Steve Irwin wrestling crocodiles.
Well, but in the middle, the crocodile looks like the one, like the same way as the middle one. It's like so if you would put it at the top of it, of the one with the two, like side by side.
Yes.
That one. Not
This
that
one. This one.
That one.
Yes.
And the middle one.
This one.
Put them on top of each other. Not on top of each other, but
Like this, you mean? Or like this?
no.
Or like this?
Yes.
Okay.
See the two snouts?
Yes.
Crocodile would be at the same side.
Right. But the crocodile is the one that has the more V-shaped snout. Do you see how look at how wide his head is here. and then it comes down to like a V, versus here where this is round, like a U-shaped.
Pretty much both of them are rounded at the
So we have here and here is the alligator. Here and here is the crocodile. Crocodile has V-shaped. This is V-shaped here. This is V-shaped here. Confusing, right?
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, what else? Anybody else know something about crocodiles versus alligators? It still has to do with their mouth. I could give you a hint. Alira at home, no? I'll give you a closer look at these. I don't think you can really tell in this picture, but I'll give you a close look at their mouths.
I have a good one.
Alligator, crocodile.
I have one.
Alligator, crocodile. Okay, Jack.
I think it has more teeth.
Well, it is something to do with their teeth, yes. I'm not sure on the number of teeth, but go ahead, you want to clear?
Has sharp. One of them has sharp.
I'm not sure about that either. Jenna.
One of them sticks out more, like their teeth.
Yes. One of them has an overbite where you can only see the top teeth. The other one, you can see both teeth. So, can you tell me which is which? By looking at the pictures. Which has which? Steven.
I think the crocodile has the overbite.
It's the other way around. It is the other way around. Here. Crocodile has the overbite. See the shapes of the snouts? U-shaped, V-shaped, right? We said that the V-shaped is the crocodile, and you could see in that picture. Oh no, this way, sorry. It's a bad angle. That one's the overbite. It's the alligator that has the overbite. It's the alligator that has the overbite. So we're gonna put teeth, overbite, and then for the crocodile, we'll say all teeth. Okay, anything else? Yes, Steven.
The crocodile's nostril is all at the front and the alligator's at the top.
I think they're both. Like, let's look at this picture. Like, those two things are nostrils there, and are these nostrils there?
Yep.
Yeah, so they're kind of both in the same place. It has to do with their size.
I think I have one.
Okay.
The crocodile stands up whenever it's on land, and the alligator goes down and like uses its arms to like push it.
He stands up like on 2 feet? Like people?
No,
No, okay.
no. All four, but up.
Oh, maybe so his legs are longer, so
Yeah,
there's
he's
more
like
distance
taller.
between. Yeah, he like walks
Yeah.
instead of crawls.
Yes.
Okay. Do we know which is which?
Crocodile is the one that's up, and the alligator is the one that's down.
Crocodile is the one that's
So
up.
if you see in the picture,
Which one?
the middle one.
Crocs are bigger, Alira says. Yes, I'm gonna get back to that. This one.
Yes.
Okay. Crocodile is walking. Alligator is crawling. Okay. We'll put that. Crocodile is walking. And alligator is crawling. And we'll call that how they travel. Okay, Alira said that crocs are bigger. Yes. Do you know how much bigger? Do you know that crocodiles can get to be 20 feet long? 20 feet long. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like 4 of me. End to end. Yeah. Because I'm like a little bit more than 5 feet. So maybe 3.5 of me. But still, that's a lot.
5 of me.
5 of you? More than 5 of you, I would say.
No, I'm 4 feet.
Oh, you're 4 feet? Okay, yeah. 4 times 5 is 20. Yeah, and alligators, well, American alligators can be from 6 feet. They can get up to 19 feet. And then there's also Chinese alligators, which are a little bit smaller. So we'll say for their size, alligators, 16 to 19 feet, and crocodiles, we'll just say 20 feet. And they can be like 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds. That's a lot. There's something about their legs, aside from the way they walk, but what's on their legs? Steven.
The crocodile has more claws.
It may look like they have more claws because actually the alligators have webbed feet, right? Because they spend a lot of time in the water. So, yes, yes. So for their feet, we'll say alligators have webbed feet. Crocodiles have no webbed feet. Also, crocodiles have these like little fringes or like ridges on their back feet. Here, I can show you a picture, this drawing right here. So, see the back legs there on the crocodile? You see how it's got like zigzags right there? But the back legs on this alligator have nothing. So no webbed feet, but they've got those, I'm not even sure what the need for them are. But they also have fringes on their back feet. Or back legs. And then we just said something else about water and land, right? Where do they live? Alligators like to live more in the water. Crocodiles like to live more on land. So there you go. There's our compare and contrast. It's backwards. So then we know in these two pictures which is which. And this one. What's this one? Jenna? The crocodile. This is the alligator. Do we know what this one is? Can I see? Which one's on top? Do you remember who has the overbite and who has all the teeth? Crocodiles have all the teeth. Alligators have the overbite. Were you going to say the opposite? I know. It's so hard to keep them straight, right? You're confused? Yeah, it's confusing. All right, let's take out our week 4 little bag. Yes?
And I actually know how to do an alligator call.
An alligator call?
Yep.
What does that sound like? Really? How many alligators have you called?
None, but
No.
I heard about this.
Oh, okay.
And
Her aunt works with alligators.
Oh, cool.
so that's like it's feeding time. So that's the noise for feeding time. So it's pretty much a call because they could come to you.
Oh, like a dog?
Yeah, pretty much.
She's wrestled at baby alligators.
Oh, fun.
So this is a noise.
To get them to come and eat.
Yep.
Huh.
And if you have a stick, you lightly hit the ground.
And then bang the stick. We're getting all kinds of lessons on calling alligators here. Okay, so let's see. I forget what we put in here. Okay, so we'll put these 2 circles aside. We don't need them for right now, nor this white piece do we need for right now. Your green pieces will form a whole sheet of paper if you lay them out. It's bent. That's okay, because we're gonna fold it. It doesn't matter. Try running the opposites, the bend on the table so it bends the other way. Like on the edge of the table, do this. But do the opposite way that it curls. I'm gonna move these down a little bit. Okay, so yours should look like that. Is that what it looks like? Okay, so we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to make the body. And then you have 2 pieces left. We're gonna cut one of these in half, but we don't have to do that right now. These pieces, these 10 pieces are gonna make the body. And the way that we make the body is by making a link chain. So you put glue on one end of a piece, and then you make a loop. All I did was glue one end to end, and I have this little loop. Yeah, you kind of have to hold it and give it a little bit of a rub to make sure that it sticks.
So, do we connect them or just make loops?
Yep, nope, we're gonna connect them because we're gonna make a chain. So the next one, you're going to put the next one inside through the loop that you just made, and then you're gonna glue it together.
Someone did this before in school.
My dad did this for paint something. Oh wait, no.
Well, that's right. Yeah. And then you keep on doing that.
Yep, you're gonna connect all those 10 pieces together. This is gonna form the body of our alligator / crocodile.
Don't know which one again.
Looks like a sandwich.
A sandwich? What kind of sandwich would it be?
A lettuce sandwich.
A lettuce sandwich.
Yep. Mine looks like a hamburger.
Yeah. Lettuce
A
sandwich.
green hamburger.
Yep, a lettuce hamburger. It's all made of lettuce.
I've used lettuce leaves as the bun before in a sandwich, or like bread, or like with a wrap. Instead of using a bread item, I just put it in a lettuce leaf. Make sure you're only using 10. You don't want to use up those last 2 small pieces.
I would think that would be the other 2 pieces would be the mouth.
Oh, maybe. Wait and see.
Because we have scissors. So I would think.
Those days are gone.
I know it. Oh no, why do we have an oh no? What's happening?
It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. So when you're done, it's gonna look something like that.
Actually, it may not be fine.
Why? What's happening? Is it not sticking?
Or I need to restock it.
Okay. Why don't you just take 2 of your small ones and put them to the side so that you know not to use them. Like push them, put them up like at the edge of the table closest to me. Put them aside. Don't use those and then you'll be safe. And you don't use the big long ones either. There you go, now you don't have to keep counting. How are we doing at home, Alira?
Posters are great summer.
Thank you. Yeah, don't squish it. You want them to kind of be round. We're making an alligator or a crocodile.
I want to make an alligator because it's the fourth letter of the alphabet.
No, don't squish it.
Looks more realistic when you squish it.
Realistic.
Well, this is long.
Okay, now we're gonna add the head and tail. We're gonna use these two big long pieces. If you put one on each end, I'm gonna show you how you can tell which one's the head and which one's the tail. So I put one long piece on one end, and I put one long piece on the other end.
I already know which one is which.
So when you get them in, obviously you want the head to be the one that's gonna open and close like Jaws, rah, 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 right? So we're gonna leave that one open. We don't want to seal that one closed, but we do want to seal the tail closed. And you want to put a lot of glue on it because we're gonna cut it to make it pointy. So when I glue it, I'm gonna put I'm not gonna just glue the tip here. I'm gonna probably glue like most of it closed. Maybe like halfway up. You can just flip it.
How do you know?
I had to turn it sideways to glue it. So now your tail looks like this little, kind of like a teardrop shaped.
Or Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey Kiss is another good example. Poop emoji, poop emoji, poop emoji. So we want the tail to be a little pointy, right? So we're just going to cut it at a little bit of an angle, like cut the corners off. So now we have a pointy alligator tail.
I think we make eyes. And then these are the teeth. I'm going to draw.
Okay, now one of these green pieces is going to be for our set of eyes. The other one we need to cut in half hot dog style because they're going to be the front and back set of legs. So I'm gonna take one piece and I'm gonna cut it right down the middle. Hot dog style.
Cut down the legs.
Now we do have to do a little bit to these legs. We're gonna fold them in half hot dog style. A lot of hot dogs.
Little hot dogs.
So we're gonna make it even skinnier. Line up those edges, like when we were doing the origami frog, but that's just really the only fold there that we have to do. And then we're gonna fold each side in. Like this is gonna form the feet. Like that. See how it looks like feet on each side? And actually, if you'd like to put a little piece of glue to hold that flap down on each side, you could do that. Are we folding a little too hard?
Folding so aggressively that it ripped in half.
Uh-oh.
There's that one. Put a tiny little bit of glue there.
So, do we have one set of legs that look like this?
Yep.
I'm actually gonna flip it over so that you don't see that fold. You see it like that. And I'm gonna draw little claw marks on those feet with my black marker, just like this. To give them individual claws, like that. And then you do the same thing with that other tiny piece that we cut. You just want little feet. They don't have to be really long. Everyone is so quiet. Not used to this.
Very focused.
Yeah. Usually when I have kids here, there's so much chatter. I gotta tell them to be quiet so they can hear the instructions.
Putting those little toes on takes a lot of focus.
So now we have to stick these in to our alligator or crocodile. We don't know yet. So one set is gonna go all the way to the back. I have to turn it sideways to kind of stick it through the loops, but then I wanna flatten it out. And you don't even really need glue. It just stays there because of the loops. One to the back and then one in the front between the first two. Push it down to the bottom and then just flatten it out. And now we have, let me move my mouth out of the way so you can see. Little alligator crocodile feet.
Really needs his eyes.
Yeah, we didn't get there yet.
And the teeth. We haven't even done his legs yet. And the teeth.
I love his little legs.
Salamander right now. A little salamander. With the tail.
Okay, now to make the jaw stay so that it's kind of stays closed, you just want to crease it at the top of the head. Just bend it forward. And then you could do the same thing with the bottom one. Just bend it so there's a little bit of a crease. So that way it won't keep popping open. Now, our eyes are gonna go underneath his top jaw like this, but we're gonna glue these on first. So you're gonna put these on each end.
Pupils.
We're gonna draw those on. Don't you worry. We're gonna glue those on like that. Oh, Lyra's gonna post a picture of hers. Okay. I would like to see that. And we don't, like, our eyes aren't gonna be square, right? The green part, so we're just gonna round out that green part to kind of follow the shape of the white circle. So I'm just going to cut off, I'll even go all the way down. Cut off the green and just go around the white circle.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Like in front of a car instead of a street sign.
out something good? So when we put these on our alligator, we're actually going to turn it upside down, and then the glue is going to go on the side without the white because we're going to put it under the jaw, and then we're going to fold up on each side because you know how like their eyes like stick up. So when you draw on the pupils, you just want to make sure that you're not drawing them on upside down. If you feel like you need to glue this on first and then draw, you can do that. And I'm going to show you there's two ways that you can draw the pupil, depending on if you want them to be sinister looking. So you could do a line with just a dot underneath, or you can do a long triangle like that. So you can have two eyes that look like this, kind of like he's squinting. Or you can have two eyes look like this, kind of like his eyelids are a little droopy and he's just kind of checking things out. There's two different ways that you could draw them. And then you can go ahead and glue on and draw, or draw and then glue on, whichever order you want to do it in. I'm gonna glue and then draw. He's really coming together, isn't he? He's funny. There he is with my eyes drawn on it. His mouth is wide open. We're gonna zhuzh up his mouth a little bit. We're gonna fancy it up a little bit. This is where you get to decide if it's gonna be an alligator or a crocodile. We're gonna change the shape of his mouth or not. So, are we going to make it V-shaped or U-shaped? And then what does that mean for who you're making? Who's gonna make an alligator? Raise your hand if you're gonna make an alligator. Nobody's gonna make an alligator? Everyone's gonna make a crocodile? Everyone's gonna make a crocodile? Okay, so then are we going to cut the mouth or are we going to leave it because it's an alligator? Do you remember? Which has the U-shaped, which has the V-shaped? Grace.
The triangle shape is.
The V-shaped is which?
Crocodile.
Is the crocodile, right. So if you're making a crocodile, you're going to, like we did with the tail, but not as much. I'm just going to snip off a little bit of the corner. Yep. But not as much as the tail. Because the tail we cut like from the same center point. This one we are just
Round as an alligator?
going to narrow it
Yes.
like that. And we're gonna do both ends. So if you do one, then you could just kind of use the other one as a guide. V-shaped is the crocodile. If you don't want to cut, then you're making an alligator. It's like the opposite. Alligator looks like a V, right? An upside down V, A. Do you get the association I'm making?
Yeah.
Is anyone listening to me?
Mama. I think I did it
And
the way. Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna curl his tip in.
Around it. Both of them together?
No, the eyes.
Did the eyes the opposite? What do you mean? Those look great.
Yeah, what shape eyeballs did you use?
I used the line eyeball.
Yeah, like a slit. Yeah, the same way for the slit.
No.
I used the line with the pupil.
Yours looks like he's sleeping.
No, I thought you were supposed
Did you want to do this, like the triangle?
to. No.
Oh, you wanted
To go, oh, up and down? Oh, I get you.
he's tired this morning.
It's Monday.
He just ate a big meal of wildebeest.
You can do the other eye though.
Yep, Alira said to cut it and make it a V-shaped to make it a crocodile. All right, so you see what I'm doing with the tip here? I'm just kind of bending it and curling it in on the top and on the bottom. You're gonna curl it in so that we could put snout, like little nostrils here. And then this is just the bottom of his jaw. Side view. Nostrils. The better to smell you with. And what do you think this white piece is? It's the last piece that we have to put on. Yes? Teeth. Is that what you were gonna say too, Jack? Teeth. So this is gonna get glued to the inside of his jaw, except you probably are gonna have to trim it. It's gonna be too long, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you a piece that was long enough. So you're gonna open up his mouth like he's trying to eat some, like a hippo or something. And you're just going to trim each end so that it fits the length of the jaw.
Just cut it so it's the same length and then we'll round it.
And before we glue it down, we have to add the teeth. So with my black marker, I'm just gonna do a zigzag, both long sides.
Some creepy crawly teeth in there.
Lots of teeth. last thing to do is to glue those teeth in.
That's too many. Sounds like a book.
About like the what's it called? Not a dictionary.
A thesaurus? What are you talking about?
A documentary.
Oh.
Documentary about like dangerous things.
And then you'll just have to fold your jaws again because we just glued a new piece of paper that didn't have a crease on it. And there you have. Oh, look at all those teeth. Arr, arr. He's so cute. I love him.
It looks like your alligator's eyes actually looks like it's looking far.
All right, I'm gonna say goodbye to our Zoomies. If I could. I don't know my own strength. I tightened it so tight. There we go. All right, thank you for joining me for week 4, Into the Wild. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to soak your gummies. Bye.